Surprise, we're live. Woo. I'm actually here. Instead of looking at my hands, you get to look at my face. How awesome is that? However, now you can't see the cards, so I will be holding them up for you. I have to look at the screen to read the chat, so I'll have to probably go back and forth, but surprise! All right, my friend, we are going to do some free live tarot readings. I have many decks spread out here so that we can get going and read some cards. Ooh, hello, Jane, Jay, Preeti, Tatiana, how are you? Oh, it's so good to see you too, Jane. I have been so busy. For any of you that don't know, I was doing a live show daily. Then it went to weekdays. Then it went to Fridays. And now I'm like struggling. So hence the reason for a surprise. But I'm back. I do have to look at the screen to read the chat, but I will try to touch base and give you some eye contact. And I will hold up cards for you since obviously now you can't see them. All right, my friends, what have we got going on? Jane J, yes, indeedy do. You sure can. Venus Rising, how are you? Good to see you. Barb, how you doing? Julissa, I don't know if I said hello. Hello. All right, let's get going. Let's see, donations take priority. So if you make a donation, you will get your question read first. Otherwise, I do select randomly. If you donate, please write donated in the chat. It helps us stay organized and whatever. But let's get some questions. Let me see what we got going on. Boy, we got a lot of people here. How awesome is that? Tatiana, yes, go ahead and write your question there. Jane J, absolutely. Today we kind of talked about that. Preeti, let's do your question. Is Jajit's engagement broken? Okay, so when I start the show, those of you who come regularly, you know I always have a deck spread out and my clear quartz. Well, they are still here, even though you can't see them. We're going to use modern spellcasters, and I will hold up cards for you. All right, so we're looking at Jajit's engagement. All right, Jajit's engagement, is it broken? All right, let's see what we've got for Jajit. Jajit. Okay. Well, that's a good shuffle. I'm surprised too because the camera's facing me. That would be right when I would drop them off. All right, so Jajit. Now again, I will hold up cards. My camera angle has changed. I'm playing with some new things. I'm playing with some new stuff here. All right, so we're using modern spell or Arcanum Tarot. Excuse me, I think I said the wrong one before, but in case you're interested. All right, so what have we got? Jajit, is your engagement broken? Wow. All right. Well, let me just show you what I've got here. My energy card is the Four of Wands. The Four of Wands is about building a foundation. It's about starting something and having more work that needs to be done. But it's a basis, a foundation kind of thing. This is the energy. So this is going to affect the rest of the card. But I do want to point out it is Wands, right? Okay. The next three, which I'll go one at a time, are also all Wands. So we've got a lot of Wands. So this is about growth and effort. This is about making things change. This is about fire, heat, passion. You know, that's the suit of Wands. It's really moving, really cooking. But what we've got here, I rearranged. There we go. Is the engagement broken? I am not seeing... I don't know. I don't know if this is good news or bad news, but it looks kind of like the burden of success has kind of been weighing on somebody. Burden of success. Now, what's success? I mean, that's not the point. The point is the burden of planning the wedding, the burden of the family coming together, the burden of maybe being in a relationship, maybe finding out somebody's true colors, you know, that kind of a thing is a burden, right? So next we have our ace, which the ace is talking about a new opportunity, wanting to try to start new things, wanting to grow. So I am not ready to say the engagement is broken, but what I am ready to say is it looks like some things aren't turning out the way they were originally hoped for. Yeah. I don't know if that's good news or bad news for you. Do you hear that? I have my dryer running, so let me know if it's too annoying. All right. Well, I hope that helps. I hope that helps a lot, Preeti. Again, I'm not ready to say it's off, but I do think it's kind of looking like something's not going well, you know? All right, my friend, let's see what else we got. Let me just check. I do see Venus rising. Thank you so much. You donated. Can you guys hear that dryer? I do. It's very annoying. So I might have to get up and turn my dryer off. So it looks like Venus has donated. So let me get back to my PayPal, which is fickle. There we go. Fickle, fickle. Now I got to get my paper. You guys know what happens when I get my paper, huh? I have lots to say when I have my papers. Now you guys can kind of see where I am and what I'm doing, where I'm doing it, that kind of a thing. I have so many pieces of paper written on, and there we go. Because I got to keep a list. All right. So donations, we have Venus rising. Again, do like Venus did. If you donate, go ahead and write donated in the chat, just like Venus did there. And, oops. Give me a second. I'm sitting in a different position, so it's kind of weird. Right. Oh, I got it. Okay, there we go. We're back in business. All right, Venus, my dear, what is your question? And thank you so much for your donation. Yeah, keep an eye on Jane J, my moderator there. She keeps us organized in the chat. She posts the links and she gets the list going. So she's there to help if you guys need some help. And let us see, Venus. Oh, thank you, Jane. Jane said I'm beautiful. Thank you, thank you. Oh, here we go. I see it. Thank you. All right, where is the connection going with my person of interest? Okay. Let's find out. What deck do I want to use, guys? Where's my connect? Did you see my pick a card today? I did literally, where is this connection going? Can you even believe it? I'm reading your mind. Okay, so where's this going? We're using Anna Kay, and we're going to find out what's going on for Venus rising. Venus rising. Okay, person of interest. Person of interest. Where's it going? Where's this going? Where's it going for Venus? Yeah, maybe I shouldn't have the camera like this because now you're going to see how terrible of a shuffler I am. It's a good thing I don't work in Las Vegas because I would be fired. All right, Venus, let's find out where this connection is going. All right, let's see what we've got here. Ooh, okay, we got some good stuff. Ooh. Our energy card is the Six of Cups. Cups, that's awesome for a connection question. Cups are love, emotions, feelings, romance, that kind of a thing. Our Six of Cups is talking about kind of it's like the warm fuzzy card. It's looking like, how do you feel when you're thinking, oh gosh, remember my best friend from when I was a little kid, how awesome that was. Well, I'm not saying the person is your best friend from when you were a kid, but the symbolism, do you get it? That it's like that feeling of warm and fuzzy. Okay, so we've got warm and fuzzy energy. Now we're going to look at the cards and see what we've got. I will hold them up for you. We have Two of Swords, we have Page of Cups, and we have the High Priestess. So how are things going to go? I think, I see the Page of Cups, first of all. I think this is a good sign. The page is typically somebody who really wants to get things started, is very interested in romance, cups. But this is also somebody who kind of holds back. They're a little bit of an introvert, maybe. Not sure that your person is an introvert, but think about what this symbolizes in terms of a connection. Somebody who kind of sits back and wants to wait for somebody else to make the move. Somebody else to maybe give a sign that's real clear before they make a move. Does that make sense? So this is looking good. We also see that somebody is pretty impressed by you. We've got our Two of Swords here. This one, if you could see how I had it laid out, make sure I'm holding it right for the camera. Oh, I had it right. Okay. This guy, he's walking over here, right? So he's coming into the page. He's walking away from ideas, thoughts, things that were going on in the past, perhaps, or maybe even currently, walking through to become the page. So our page says, again, that this person is kind of sitting there, kind of sitting back, watching, wanting to get a real clue. And here we have the High Priestess. This is what tells me that it is evolving. Look at this card. This is Anna Kay. I love Anna Kay. There's moons right there, the phases of a moon, the moon, literally evolving, right? The evolution of the moon, and things are moving along in the relationship. This is obviously new. I mean, I can tell kind of, by your question, obviously, but what I'm seeing in the cards, though, is this is kind of in those beginning phases. I do see the evolution, and I do see warm and fuzzy. Excuse me, warm and fuzzy. So this looks very positive. It seems like it's really in those beginning stages, though. Is that true? Let me see. Brand new. Yep. Knew it. All right. Well, and I guess I could have figured that out a little bit from the question, so I'm not going to be like, ooh, I'm the best, but the cards are saying that too. So that's pretty cool. That's how you know, like, are they tuned in? When you get some confirmation like that, I love it. Anyway, so it looks like it is developing. Let's pull an outcome card. This is the cut card. So I'll be pulling the middle of the deck and taking a look. All right, ready? Boom. The devil. What? All right, the devil. Don't worry, the devil's not the devil. It's not like that. But the devil sometimes represents the bad boy. Somebody probably, you're a little rebellious, or you're a little, out there pushing the box. You might be a little daring kind of thing. Which can be a lot of fun. So it looks like this person will likely be somebody who is a lot of fun, which is a huge difference compared to what they started as. Remember the page. Remember what I said. The page kind of sits back. They're waiting for real true signs. Well, you would think like the devil, he wouldn't be like waiting for a sign. He'd be boss, right? He's the devil after all. So it's kind of like it starts off being a little more of a reserved kind of thing. And I think then we're going to see some letting your hair down kind of thing from your person. So I think this person's going to be a lot of fun, but I do think you need to watch yourself because sometimes when we're having a lot of fun, when we're super attracted to somebody, we forget to think ahead and do what we need to do. But yeah, I definitely see movement. I think it's going to evolve into something. Be careful, because you might be walking around feeling warm and fuzzy and therefore not like paying attention to other things or, whatnot, stuff like that. So let me see. All right, good. All right. Well, Venus, I hope that made sense. I hope that resonated. Sometimes I ramble and I really don't notice it until I watch like a replay and I'm like, wow. Thank you for your donation. I hope that helped. All right. Let's see what else we have got. Ooh, let me see. I have to have my little list or I get a little bit discombobulated. You get a warm and fuzzy when you think of him. That's it. He's going to be fun. It's going to be fun. you better watch out, because you might be like, woo, and then all of a sudden, you're doing stuff you shouldn't have. All right, guys, time to take a time out because I have a cup of coffee, and in my hilarious coffee mug, who knows what this is, what movie? Step Brothers. Hilarious. I got this from my daughter. All right, let's see if I can get away with my glasses. A lot of time the light really screws it up. Yep, there we go. Not going to work. All right, I struggle a little bit, but not too bad. All right, you are very welcome, Venus. All right, so let's see. Now, again, if you donate, please write donated. Otherwise, I will select randomly. We're going to see what this is. Sunny, hello, welcome. Hey, I just thought of something, guys. If you haven't already, please make sure you hit subscribe. I never want you to miss out. This is a surprise live stream. I upload daily at 12, but my lives are now kind of sporadic because I have crazy stuff going on. But anyway, this way you'll know when I pop up, and plus it really helps me out. If I get 1,000 subscribers, lots of new things will open up and I can do more. So please. Okay. So, Sunny, will Elvis Jose communicate with me? He's a Libra and I'm a Pisces. I'm a Libra too. Venus, doing stuff you shouldn't. You know what I mean. I don't know. All right. So we're looking at Elvis Jose. He's a Libra. You're a Pisces. Whoa. Let's use Witch's Tarot. Witch's Tarot is what we're going to use. Okay. So, Elvis, are you going to communicate with Sunny? Elvis Jose, Sunny. All right. Ooh, I'm on a roll with shuffling. That's kind of surprising. I suck. All right. Okay. You'll be happy to know my dryer has stopped, so we won't have to worry about any of that. Of course, I should have thought ahead and turned it off, but wasn't thinking. Okay, so let's see what we've got. All right, for our energy card, we've got our 7 of Pentacles. So this is the strongest energy that the tarot is picking up on, and it will influence our other cards, which I'm flipping over right now. We got some good stuff. All right, so this is our energy, 7 of Pentacles. This is about patience. This is about, if you can see there, this dude has planted all these pentacles and they're growing up into a bush. Remember, cards are symbolism. So growing things, right? He's sitting there waiting. He's like, boy, I hope I have more pentacles. And they're coming though. They're coming. So this energy is what is surrounding the situation. And what it is saying is you do need to have some patience. Things are growing. Haven't you ever heard that? I don't know where it's from. It's not mine, but you plant a seed in the ground and imagine you had like a cross section, like you could see the ground. Here's the earth and there's the sky, and you plant the seed in there. And here it is. It's growing. It's growing. It's growing. It's about to pop up through the ground. And you're tired of waiting, so off you go. And then a day later, and there it is. Same thing. So this is like about waiting and knowing it's coming. Okay, that's our energy. Now here you're gonna be happy. Ace of Cups. Ace of Cups. This is well, first of all, Cups is love and emotion, feelings, romance. And then Ace is all about kind of like a new beginning, a new seed has been planted. This is awesome to see. The only other thing I would have wanted to see for communication would have been like an Ace of Swords, because swords is actually communication. But this is just as good and maybe even better in other sense, because it is about wanting to start something, right? Still having feelings for you, even though you're feeling like it's quiet right now. I'm not sure if you're together, if this is a new person. I have no idea. But this person does have feelings for you, okay? Now, we're seeing a big change come in. We've got our Ace of Wands. The Ace of Wands Excuse me, not the ace, the eight. Wait, 8 of Wands. Sounds the same. Okay, so the 8 of Wands is, again, change. It's about speedy delivery, things coming fast. Well, somebody who's interested in you, there's change coming, things coming fast. What does that sound like? Communication. So that sounds pretty cool. Let's see what else we've got. Let me just check here. Yeah, so forgive me. I have to kind of look back and forth because I don't have a camera. I don't know. Josephine, how are you? Oh, thank you. She said, I'm pretty. I love it. Thank you. Thank you. You are gorgeous, you are gorgeous yourself. Yes. All right. So, sorry, I was just checking in to see what was going on there. All right. So we're looking at a change. We're looking at things coming. We're looking at good feelings, right? And I think, though, when this communication comes, which it is coming, and why do I know that? Because this is the swords. Remember what I said? We wanted to see some swords. An ace of swords would have been like, hello, check your phone. Okay, this one is not about check your phone, but this means it's coming. And I think when you do get communication, it's going to give you a lot to think about. You might even be kind of thinking of what direction you want to go in. You might be reconsidering, I don't know, or it might just be something to kind of think about, like where this is going. You know, isn't it weird? Like, haven't you ever had it like where somebody is not responding, not making moves, they're super slow, pokey, da 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 da, and then you're pursuing them, you really want them, blah blah blah, and then all of a sudden they are into you now. And here they were so far removed, and now once they're into you, they're like on you, right? And then you're like, man, back off. So I wonder if it's going to be like a situation like that once you are talking again or for the first time or whatever, something is going to make you kind of think about how you want to proceed going forward, okay? So communication is coming. You're being asked to have patience. You are in this person's mind in a favorable way. You're asked to have patience, and I see something kind of big coming, like a change coming. And that's what's going to lead you to be thinking about what you hear, the communication, and you're going to think about it because something's going to change maybe. Let's see what our cut card is, because this is the outcome energy. This might change things or add to things. Ready? Boom. I let you see it first. What is it? No way! Are you kidding me? Did you see what it was? It was upside down. Holy crap. Do you see what this is? Holy shit balls. Sunny? You're going to get some communication. All right, you got to have it, Sonny. I don't know if you're used to my show, if you've seen my show before, but if you have, wait a minute, what's this? Here we go. I got to take your comment down so you can fully appreciate the awesomeness of what I'm about to do, Sonny. See, didn't have it set up. If I had it set up, it would have been faster, so it's not as cool when I have to say wait. Okay, ready? I can't believe that I pulled this card. Now my mind is blown. Oh my God. You get it. The mind blown screen for sure. Yay. So yeah, it's coming. Holy crap. Can you even believe that came up? I love it. Love it. Love it. Love it. All right, my friend. I hope that helped. You even got the mind blown screen. What? It's a great day for you. All right. What else have we got? Right. Don't forget, if you donate, please write donated in the chat. That helps us to, keep up with what's going on. All right. Oh no, Jane, Sunny left and she didn't even get to enjoy the mind blown screen. Well, maybe she'll watch the replay. That was pretty damn cool, though. Even if it wasn't our own reading, maybe it wasn't for all of you, but that's still pretty cool. All right, my friend Taylor, why did you write this? Guess what my favorite number is? Not just my favorite, my number 4. Why did you write that? You are awesome. And what is your question? Because I'm going to read for you next. While you're doing that, you write your question, Taylor. I want to know why you wrote 4s. Now, wait a minute. Oh, when I look in the thing, I'm looking in the wrong thing. My favorite number. Now, I don't know if you can see because I don't know what it's looking at. Can you see behind my ear? I got a tattoo of a 4. All right. Now, obviously, I have a lot of tattoos. If I can pull all this up, here, it's kind of faded, but I have the 4 of hearts. Here, I have a number 4 in my arm. 4 is my favorite. It's the time where you were. Synchronicity, my friend, but wasn't that cool because that's my number? Give me a question, Taylor. All right. Well, it's just your time zone, but it totally excited me. So, woohoo for time. All right. Your question is Lance thinking about marriage with me? Okay. Lance, what are you thinking? Let's use the zombie tarot. We're going to use zombie tarot because it's awesome. I love it. Let's see what's going on with Lance. All right, Lance. I'm thinking about marriage. Lance and Taylor. 4, 4, 4, 4, 4, 4, 4, 4, 4. All right, one more. Wow, I can't even believe that Ace of Swords came up, man. I'm still freaking out. Okay, but let's not talk about that. We're looking at Lance and Taylor. 4, 4, 4. Lance and Taylor. Marriage. Okay, let's see what we've got. Oh, Jane, you are going to be going to sleep. Oh, wow, 2 a.m. I forget where you are, Jane. Tell me if you are still here. I'm in the U.S. I'm in Illinois, so I'm in Central Time in like the Midwest. Corn. Yes, write your question, Jane. I will do it at the end, even if you're not here. Shit. The thing is, the chat falls off as people write more, so if you write it now, it might not even be here by the time you leave. Email me, Jane. How about that? Look in my description on the show. My email is modernpriscillatarot@yahoo.com. And it's in the description. And email me, okay? Because otherwise it's going to fall off and I won't even be able to see it. All right. Thanks, Jane. If you have to head out, everybody say hello to Jane. All right, let's see what your energy is. Ooh, okay, marriage. We're looking at marriage. Our first card, and this is our energy card, is the Hanged Man. The Hanged Man, it talks about, accepting kind of where things are right now and at peace with where things are, but looking out and in a different direction and saying, all right, where are we going to go next? Next, what would that mean? Marriage. Let's find out what else we've got, though. This is looking good. This is looking mighty good. All right, so you're gonna like what I see. All right. Yeah, I do think the answer. I mean, I'll explain why, but I do think you're gonna be. I think Lance is thinking about marriage. I definitely do. Again, we're happy with what's going on. Perhaps, things are going smooth or whatever, or you have a great relationship. I mean, I would hope so if you're going to get married. And this is saying, all right, where are we going next? This is saying, I am happy with what we've built so far, kind of thing, right? But now we're going for more. Our Page of Wands is next. Our Page of Wands. Pages are always kind of about, it's kind of a new energy, like getting started on something. Well, a marriage would be certainly new. Even if you've been together for 20 years, getting married is a new chapter, right? So this is about getting started on something new. This is Wands. So this is fire, heat, passion. This is movement. So this is looking good. Now here's where I was like, ooh, you're gonna be so happy. Ready? Ta-da! The Lovers. Dun dun dun. The Lovers. This is a good card for any kind of romance question, obviously. But the reason this is so good for your question is because this card or the Lovers card is kind of like that soulmate kind of love. This isn't like, I love you this weekend, I love you tomorrow, I love you right now. This is like we are in love. So this is that stronger connection. That makes sense? And then we have our High Priestess. And this is talking about being like, knowing, just that calm inner knowing. You know what I mean about knowing? That sounded ridiculous. Okay, but it's that inner knowing. It's kind of like that intuition, that confidence, and just feeling like, it might not show up the way you're expecting it to. So you might not get like this proposal that you expected, or you're like thinking in your head, all right, I know it's going to be this weekend because of blah, blah, blah. And then it doesn't happen. And you're like, hey, so you might not see it the way you are expecting it, but yeah. So that is sounding good. Now we need an outcome card. Here it is. So let's pull this. Taylor and our fours. Okay. So this is the middle of the deck. This is our outcome energy. Ready? I got to hold it up to you first, because the last time I did it, it was like totally cool. Okay, ready? Go. What is it? Boom. 7 of Wands. What? Awesome. Okay, so Wands again. Remember what I said. It's fire, it's passion, heat. Let's move. And this is saying you hold on to your seat. Hold on to your seat. It's going to show up, but it's not going to show up the way you expected it to. This is definitely a soulmate person, and you need to hold on to that knowledge and not let yourself, we all do it to ourselves. We get like a tornado going, and we are our own worst enemy. Don't let it consume you. It's most likely going to show up in a way that you weren't expecting, or that you didn't, predict, or whatever. But I definitely think this is on the mind of your person. So yeah, marriage for you, my friend. 4-4-4-4. I'll tell you guys my 4 stories. I've got some 4 stories. I'll tell you about my 4s another time. I'm 51 years old, and the first time 4s made an appearance in my life, I was 12 in 7th grade. 7th grade, 12. Anyway. Hey, Bradley, thank you so much. Bradley donated. You're welcome, Taylor 4. Now, you're never going to forget that 4, are you? Every time you see the clock and it's 4:44, think I'm right. All right, let's see. You're welcome, Taylor. Okay, Bradley, my friend, thank you so much for your donation. Bradley, let's see what your question is. Josephine, thank you so much for the subscription and the like. Let's see what we can do here. I didn't set a time limit. I just kind of popped on. It's a surprise. So, we'll see how far we can go. Donations do get read first, but then I'll select randomly. All right. So what are we doing? We're waiting. Oh, yeah, Bradley. I lost track of what I was talking about. Here we go. Yes. All right. So let me see what else we've got. While I'm waiting, I'll say hello to some people. Avantika, hello. I'm forgetting where the camera is. I'm like waving over here. Let's see. Oh, you are here, Jane. Where's your question, honey? I see what you're saying. Can I do it now? I see what you're saying. Okay, Jane. Put it up there. I'm going to do Bradley, and then I'll do you, Jane, because Jane and I have a relationship outside of this. We have an arrangement. So I will go ahead and do Jane J next. If you are still here, Jane, I'm sorry I didn't understand that at first. Okay. Bradley, thank you for your donation. What message does my higher self have for me? Ooh, I love these. All right. Your higher self. We are going to use the in-between tarot. We're going to use the in-between tarot. Oh, I love these questions. They give me chills. The spirit guides and higher self, universe, God, all of that. Okay. All right, for Bradley, what messages do we have? All right. Let's find out what kind of messages there are for you, my friend. So weird not seeing my hands on the screen. Very strange. I don't know. What do you guys think? Do you like this? Should I leave it like this, or should I go back to on my hands? Let me have a sip of coffee first. Charlie Bear, hello. Charlie Bear, look at my hilarious coffee mug. Step brothers. Hilarious. Okay. So, higher self for Bradley. All right. So we've got our energy card. We've got our 8 of coins, which is Pentacles. We've got 3 of coins, King of coins, and 4 of coins. All right. I'm feeling a mind-blown screen coming up here in a second. All right. First of all, coins is Pentacles. Pentacles is the suit of everyday life. So your physical world, time, money, house, home, I guess that's the same thing. Work, career, health, all those things. All right. You literally have all Pentacles. So this message is something about your earthly existence. Okay. Now, my energy card for you is our 8 of coins. Now, the 8 of coins is kind of about, somebody who's had some success. They're not allowing anybody kind of to, knock them down. Look at this. Look at how she's standing there. Cards are all about symbolism, guys. So you've got to look at the artwork and think about what it symbolizes. And it's like analogies and things and metaphors or whatever. No, analogies. Anyway, and look at her. This is the suffragettes, so they're looking for the women's right to vote here in the U.S. So she's standing up there talking to all the women. She's telling everybody what's going on. She's not letting anything push her off of her goal, right? This is the energy. So this is going to affect all the rest of the cards. So what have we got? Another Pentacles, 3 of coins. So this is about success based off of your past work. This is saying, you know what? Look how well I'm doing. I'm wanting to kind of show it to people. This is suggesting that there's something you can share with other people. You have had success in your physical world somewhere, somehow, maybe multiple places. You have had success. And there's somebody there who can benefit from you, almost like a mentor, like you're a mentor and a protege, or mentee. People say, I still don't think mentee is a word, but everybody says it. Anyway, so maybe that's the case. Maybe you should be looking for somebody who could use kind of like your guidance or something. Let's see what else we've got there before we hang our hat on that. Oh, yes, because you have a lot to give. Oh, yeah. This is confirming it. This is our King of Coins. The king is sharing the wealth, man. He is just handing it out. Now, it doesn't have to be wealth in terms of money. It could be. But think about what makes us wealthy. Happiness, a happy home, knowledge, those kinds of things. Like wealth does not just have to be money. But sharing the wealth, something that you have abundance of, that you can share and bestow wisdom and stuff like that. Next, I can't even see because I don't have my glasses on. It's the 4 of coins. This is our 4. Okay, the person you're looking for who's needing some little bit of guidance from you is somebody who you're probably the person who looks the least like they need it. The person that looks the least like they need it. This is somebody who's not letting it be known that they are having trouble. They're struggling. Now, is it money? Maybe, but it doesn't have to be. It could be about physical world stuff. So work, home, school, things like that. You could maybe be helping somebody if you were in construction, helping them build their house, so it doesn't have to be money. But it would involve time. I'm really getting kind of like mentor type thing. Somebody is needing your help, and again, who it is going to be somebody who you least think needs it. Yeah. All right. So we're going to pull an outcome card. Let me just check the chat. All right. Just wanted to make sure. Barb, you've never seen Step Brothers? Really? I feel like, because I love it, I feel like everybody's seen it. But anyway, Charlie loves it. It's a comedy. It's a silly comedy. Will Ferrell, you probably know that name. But anyway, it's just funny. All right, so here's our outcome card. This is our cut card. I'm going to give you a peek first. Boom. What is it? Woo! Oh, it's upside down. That's what it is. The Lovers. Woo! Okay, it's the Lovers card. This is somebody, I think, who you are close to. The Lovers would clearly indicate a kind of a romantic connection. This is kind of like the soulmate card, but this doesn't necessarily have to be your romantic partner. Could be, but it doesn't have to be. It could be somebody that you feel a connection to. This could be a family member, a child, a best friend, somebody that you're connected to strongly. That's not somebody like, have you ever had work friends where you're like, we're best friends? And then the minute you don't work there anymore, like within 2 weeks, you go to lunch once or twice and then you're like, and then you never see them again. That's this is not the person. This is somebody who is actually in your life, somebody who you will keep in your life. And it is somebody who is not showing that they need help, somebody who you wouldn't even maybe think is struggling or something like that. And this is all about you kind of showing and helping somebody with your knowledge, with your time, with your expertise in some way. And our overall energy being the 8 of coins, this is somebody who is really feeling like they don't have it. They don't have what it takes to do things. And they need a confidence boost. Ooh, you're being asked to help somebody, my friend. This is very strong, and it's very much in the realm of everyday life. Every single card that we pulled was a Pentacles, except for our Lovers card, and that's how I know it's somebody who's close to you. Woo! All right. Well, I hope that helped. Does that make sense? Oh, a lot of Pentacles. All right. There we go. Thank you so much for your donation, Bradley. To any of you that are new, welcome, welcome, welcome. We're doing just a spontaneous live stream here today. Glad you could be here. If you have not already, please hit subscribe. I would really appreciate it. It helps me out. But also, I don't want you to miss out. I upload every day. Pick a card stuff. Sometimes I do zodiac stuff, but mostly it's like pick a cards and timeless messages. And then I pop up for surprise live streams like this. Okay, so let's see what is going on. Well, hello, Danny. How are you? Ida, how are you? Erica, I love how you spell your name. Ooh, ERYKAH. I love that. How cool is that? All right, let's see what's going on. All right, Josephine, Astro Kid. Love it. Thank you for the subscription. How does M, the Pisces, feel? I love your emojis. You got it all going on. Feel towards me, the Virgo. Liked each other once upon a time, called after 3 years. I felt so intellectually connected to him. Okay, so you called him after 3 years, or him or her, or did M call you, or did you call M? I'm gonna look. Haley, hello, how are you? Thank you so much for your subscription. I appreciate it. We're having a lot of fun. I'm picking randomly. Donations do take priority, though, so if you donate, please write donated in the chat, and then you'll obviously go first. But otherwise, I select randomly. So go ahead and write a question, and thank you. Josephine, so he called you, you both called. So you're connecting. All right. So you want to know how M is feeling toward you. Let's see. What deck do I want? Oh, I know what I want. I want the Everyday Witch. That's what I want. Okay, Everyday Witch. You do not like to take the initiative. You wait and see what happens, huh? That's okay. That's okay. All right. So, all right. M the Pisces and Josephine. I'm the Pisces, Josephine. All right. Jane, honey, I did not see your question, so I'm wondering if you might have left. I know it was late. I'm so sorry if you're watching the replay. I hope you emailed me. I'm sorry. I didn't understand what you wrote. Okay. M, the Pisces, and Josephine. Okay. All right, let's see what we've got. All right, energy card there. And then I'm going to put out my spread. I will hold them up for you guys. Don't worry. Okay, so let me take a peek here. I don't have my glasses on. It's hard to see. But my glasses, it's glare, so I can't. Okay, so M the Pisces. That's what we're talking. M. All right, so M. Whoa, this is really strong reading. Oh my goodness, is this strong? Okay, our energy card is the 9 of Cups. The 9 of Cups is all about personal satisfaction in relationships. It's kind of like an invitation card too. It's about saying, come on in, come to me. This is an invitation. Oh my God, that's an invitation. That's exactly what is going on here. All right, so we've got a lot of excitement going on. We have three court cards. That's a lot of court cards. We've got our King of Swords, we've got our Knight of Swords, and then we've got our Queen of Wands. All right, so y'all tell you what I exactly think is going on here. This here, these two, I think are representing M, and I think this one is representing you, and I'll explain why. Court cards are most often personality types. Not always, it can be an event and things like that, but it often is a personality type. This is King and the Knight of Swords. I think that your person is feeling like, first of all, you said he called first, right? And look, he's like planning it all out. Did he kind of seem more like, I'm just calling to say hi, like you're not getting, or I just want to talk about X, Y, and Z, like you weren't getting a really emotional read on it? You might have one now, but at first, I have the feeling you didn't, because they were trying to see how you felt, and they wanted to see kind of how you're going to react. Remember what you said about yourself, that you want to sit back and kind of watch. You don't want to take the initiative. Well, I think this person did not want to put their emotions out on the table just in case you weren't interested, right? He's very excited. We got our Knight. Now, these are both swords. Swords is communication. So communication, there you go. This is also our Knight, swords. And this is about somebody who's really excited, somebody who really jumps on in. Remember what I said, somebody reserved, wanting to kind of like pull back and wait and see how you're doing. And now after your phone call, I think this person is very excited. So things are going to change. Do you know how I know that? Because here's you, the Queen of Wands. The Queen of Wands, this is who we all want to be. The Queen of Wands, she is awesome. She's got charisma. She's the one who goes to work, runs her own company, then goes to yoga, picks up the kids, makes dinner, writes a book, goes sings an opera. I mean, she's like on fire. She's doing everything, right? This is you. Now, I'm not saying you're doing all those things, which I would be like very impressed. But the point is the symbolism of that. What he's thinking of you is that you are this. You know what I mean? You are M. I couldn't think of the initial. M is very much interested in you, feels very drawn to you. I think you're like the package with the bow on it. You know, he wants the little gift. And I didn't mean it sexually or anything like that, because it did sound a little funky when I said it. But do you see what I'm saying though? Do you understand what I mean? He's got the hots for you. All right, let's see what our outcome card is. This is our cut card, middle of the deck. I'm not even gonna look. I'm gonna let you see it first. Outcome energy, boom. Ooh, 9 of Swords. All right. You are probably going to be overthinking this a little bit. You might already be as well. We are often our own worst enemy. I think you're going to be having a hard time reading him, because remember what I said about these swords people. Kind of pulling back the emotion and then getting excited, pulling back, getting excited, pulling back. And that's confusing, right? So this is a card that says, you're letting yourself be kind of wrapped up in your thoughts about things. But I don't think it's necessary, because you're the Queen of Wands, man. You are the Queen of Wands. You've got your personal satisfaction is your overall energy, which tells me that this outcome card is literally you just making your own trouble. You're making your own trouble. So this is kind of like some advice from the tarot saying, don't do that. Don't do that. Yeah. Hope that helped, Josephine. Thank you for letting me read for you. All right. So what have we got? Jane, you are still here. Wonderful. We do have a donation. And then, Jane, I do want to do yours. Spiritual J, thank you so much. Jane, unless we have another donation, I'll do your question next. Okay. You're welcome, Josephine. Bronwyn, did I say it right? Bronwyn, hello. I'm so glad you're here. Thank you for coming. Please make sure you hit subscribe. I never want you to miss out, but also it really helps me out. So thank you. All right. Where are we? Spiritual J. Thank you so much for your donation. Now let's see what your question is. Isabella, you're new here too. Welcome. Let's see. Hey, Samia. Hello. How are you? Elena, how are you doing? All right, I'm just waiting for Spiritual J. Oh, thank you, darling. Thank you. There we go. There's that. Let me see. Oh, and Elena donated as well. Let me write this down. I'm getting myself ahead of myself. I'm not writing things down when I normally do. I've got to stick to my routine. Spiritual J, we've got you up next. Oh, any love message? Thank you. And Elena, thank you, honey. We'll get to yours next. All right. So, I didn't cross off my other one. Okay. Spiritual J, let's do your message or your question. I see love messages. All right. Any love messages for Spiritual J? Let's see now. What do I want to use? Oh, I know. Tarot in Wonderland. That's what I want. All right. That was kind of loud. Sorry. All right. Any love messages? Wait a minute. We need a sip of our coffee and our hilarious coffee mug. Step Brothers. Hilarious. You guys are all going to go look it up now. I know it. Okay. Spiritual J, we need some love messages for Spiritual J, please. Spiritual J. That was a good shuffle. Man, I'm on fire shuffling today. If I weren't on, seriously, any other time, if you come to my show, you know I am a terrible shuffler. And this is the first show that I had the camera on me, just simply because I don't have the right setup. And I thought for sure, as the camera was on me, that's, of course, when I'm going to drop everything. Who knew? I could have just done this and never dropped one again, right? Love messages. The Love Boat. Who knows what the Love Boat is? You are my age. You definitely know what that is. Okay, so love messages do we have? And thank you so much for your donation. I don't know if I said that. Thank you. All right, so we have got some things coming in. All right, love messages. We have got the Three of Swords as our primary energy. This, in a love question, it's looking kind of like, oh man, that doesn't look so good because it's a heart and swords in it. But don't despair. It's not saying bad love is coming or bad times are coming. What it is saying is kind of like ideas face death. That's the way to say it. Ideas face death. Are you with somebody now? Are you single or are you with somebody? It sounds to me that whoever you might be considering or whoever you might be talking to may not be the person that ends up being the right one for you. If you haven't met them yet, then, and again, don't make it a self-fulfilling prophecy. Don't go out there being like, yep, I'm not, you're going to suck. I'm not going to be with you. Don't do it like that. But you might find that what you thought you wanted is a little different than what presents itself, or what you end up deciding is ultimately what you actually want. Does that make sense? Do you see what I'm saying? All right, so what else have we got? Ooh, we have the Chariot. All right, so we're looking at love messages. You're single. Okay, so you're single. So think about that. Now, I don't know if you've met anybody yet, or something like that's going on. I can scoot back. I'm sitting way too close. I don't know, but again, I think that the person, what you think you want or what you've kind of decided that you want may not actually be what you want. Does that make sense? All right, so we've got our Chariot. That means something's coming in. This is something coming, and it's coming quickly. Our Chariot is bringing in, well, first of all, the Chariot's moving. Now, she doesn't look like she's moving because she's playing croquet, because she's Alice in Wonderland. But that's what the card does mean, though, is movement and things like that. It also means kind of being aware of your surroundings. It means really thinking about your next move. Ooh, thinking about your next move. It's croquet. See, the cards are all about symbolism. Holy crap, that was good. So again, I think that you're going to meet somebody. I think they're coming in kind of quickly too, but I think they're not going to be, either they're going to show you that what you thought you wanted wasn't really what you wanted, or they are what you thought you wanted and you're like, I don't want that. Do you see what I mean? Okay. And somebody's really going to be into you. This is the Star card. Again, this is like a movie star. Think of a star like that. Somebody who thinks, wow, you're the best. You know what comes to mind is somebody who's super needy and clingy. I'm sorry. That's the first thing that comes to mind. And maybe you're sitting here thinking, wow, I wish I had somebody who would say, whisper sweet nothings in my ear and tell me they love me and da-da-da-da. And that's what you want. And then you get it, and it's needy, and it's kind of like, and now you're like, okay, holy shit, I don't want that anymore. I don't know. I don't know. That's the first thing that comes to mind, though. Here we go with our next card is the Queen of Cups. Cups is the suit of love, emotion. This is feelings, romance. This is somebody who doesn't like doesn't like getting their feelings hurt. Well, who does? But one thing that hurts our Queen of Cups the most is criticism. Feeling like you're being corrected all the time, or what you're doing is somehow not meeting up. I feel like the person who's coming, I think the person who's probably coming is somebody who you're going to end up feeling like, okay, you're either going to get exactly what you wanted, and when you get them, you're going to realize, I didn't really want that. Or, you're going to be meeting somebody who's different than what you expected, and you're like, I didn't even know that this is what I wanted. You know what I'm saying? Let's pull an outcome card. What did I do with my deck? Oh, here it is. All right, so we're going to pull an outcome. This is the middle of the deck, and this is the energy outcome or extra messages, okay? I'm going to show you first. Ready? Boom. Is it right side up? It is. The Hermit! Whoop, whoop. Okay, the Hermit. The Hermit is awesome. The Hermit is somebody who kind of is very wise. You're going to be learning something here, man. I totally see it. You're going to be learning something from the next person that's coming into your life. I don't think they're going to be the one for you. I think you're going to learn a lot, though, so it's important to be on your journey and to experience it. Do not make it a self-fulfilling prophecy, because, we can do that, so don't do that. But the cards are suggesting that this person is potentially not going to be in some way, somehow, not going to be the one for you. You might be getting criticized. You might be feeling like this person is a little bit bossy or know-it-all-ish. And I get the real feeling that they're going to be a little needy, showering attention on you, which seems great at first. But then after a while, you're like, oh, my God, can you just go away? You know what I mean? So our Hermit is telling me that you're going to want some time alone to reflect and learn and absorb all that information and experience, so that you don't repeat your past mistakes, so that you know exactly what you want, what you're looking for, and that kind of a thing. What do you think? That was really clear. That was really clear. So like I said, don't make it a self-fulfilling prophecy. I mean, don't be like, yeah, the first person you meet, like, yep, you're not going to work out. I mean, don't go into it with a negative attitude. Remember, guys, the cards are all about reading the energy of the moment. The energy can move, it can change, it can swirl. We have free will, so we can bonk the energy out and to do something different. But the cards read the energy as of this moment. So assuming nothing changes, this is the likely outcome. That's how the cards work. I always call them the cell phone to the universe. I'm like, hello. Oh, now that you're seeing me, I can show you what I used to do. Oh, here it is. This is a smoky quartz, and this was like my stone for a very long time, and I thought it kind of helped open things up, like mentally for me, so I could hear things, see things, feel things, whatever, my intuition. And I always call the tarot cards the cell phone to the universe, but crystals are as well. So I have this cluster. I don't know if you could see. It's got a nice little spot in there, and I put it in there, and I always said I'm charging my phone. Doesn't that look like that? All right, I digress. Nobody cares about my stories, right? You're welcome, spiritual. Thank you so much for your donation. All right, my dear, we've got Elena up next. All right. You have a headache, Jane? Oh, I'm sorry. Oh, your name is Jada. Are you beautiful, Jada? Spiritual J. Are you beautiful, Jada? Are you kidding me? Okay, here we go. Thank you so much for your donation. What are we doing? Okay. Need some coffee. It's cold. All right. What is next in my connection with my Cancer man? He works abroad and is acting withdrawn recently. Aw, how long's he been gone? How many, is it a long separation for you guys? We're going to use the manga tarot because it is super, super cute and I like it. I trimmed it so its borders are now gone. I don't like borders on my cards. I don't like it. All right. So what is the connection with Elena and the Cancer man? Cancer man, he's acting distant. Working abroad. Okay. How long does he go for at a time? Is he gone for months? Is he gone for days? Is he gone? Well, days of traveling abroad. You obviously it wouldn't be days, but you see what I'm saying. Let me see if you're answering. Hi, woman. Oh, Angela. For a month now. Okay. Is he expected to be back soon? Okay. All righty. All right. I can see why you say he's acting distant. I can see that. All right. Let me explain. All right. So first, this is my energy card. This is the Ace of Wands. Aces are always about new things starting, new beginnings, new opportunities, things like that. But specifically, this is Wands. So it's a new opportunity in the growth and effort department. It's a new opportunity to put in some effort. I'm thinking, I'm going to read the rest, of course, but the first thing that comes to mind is your person. It seems that they're balancing a lot of things, obviously with the travel and work and all that, that's enough to balance in of itself. But when you have a relationship, you have that as well. And I don't know if this person has children or family or, whatever else they might be balancing and stuff like that. But I think they're maybe not realizing that they're being distant. I don't think it has anything to do with you, actually. I think that it is something that once realized, this is going to be like, let me put more effort in. That's the way to say it. So I think your person is going to be putting some more effort in. Oh, my dog's growling. Who's here? Is someone going to knock on the door? Oh, man, I hope not, because it'll scare me out of my skin. I'll probably fall out of my chair. All right, so we've got that. So next, Oh yeah, definitely balancing. Holy shit. Okay. Well, we've got our Two of Pentacles. Pentacles is the suit of work, the suit of travel, the suit of home, the suit of career, all of those things. This person is very much trying to balance the aspects of life, balancing the job, the relationship, whatever else is included in that. You know, like I said, family, kids, I don't know. But very much trying to balance it. Look at, can you see that? Very much trying to balance it. That's exactly what I was saying here. Okay, so very much trying to balance that. I think it might be a little bit of an overwhelming feeling for your person because they are feeling kind of trapped. Feeling kind of trapped, not trapped by you, like all of a sudden you're like, trapping this person. I feel like they're feeling like the walls are closing in a little bit, meaning they're probably got a lot going on with work. They're not living in their own house. They're you know, having a hard, when you travel like that, since he does it for work, I'm assuming he does it frequently. But when you travel like that, I mean, think about it. You don't have roots. You don't have, you know, stuff like that. That's a balancing act in and of itself. Just your mental state, you know, your emotional state. And then when you have a relationship with somebody, that's hard. So I think they are feeling a little bit trapped. Not trapped, closed in, like feelings like, oh my gosh, do you know what I mean? I don't mean trapped by you. I mean overwhelmed with everything. That's the word, overwhelmed. They're trying to balance things. Trying to balance, but they're feeling like they're overwhelmed. This is Swords. Swords is the suit of communication. There's your distance right here. That is your distance. However, we've got our Three of Pentacles up next. Three of Pentacles. Pentacles again, work, travel, home, school, all that. This is a card that comes up for somebody who is wanting to, you know, show off their work. They're happy to benefit from their work. You know, think about it. If you are working, you know, you've got, well, everybody has to have money to survive, I guess, but you know, you're working towards something. You're like, you know, you're thinking, all right, I need a house. I need a new car. I just want a savings account. I want to buy a big, huge engagement ring, you know, whatever. This is a card that pops up with some success based off of the past work. This person, it must be very good with, you know, responsibility. I do think the balancing act of the entire situation, and again, not just you, but I mean, just everything, you know, it is a lot. And I think it's making this person feel a little bit trapped. I can't think of another word. There's my kitty. You see my kitty? Here's my dog. Here's my dog. That's DOG. He's a Rottweiler. He's big. Or I'm sorry. But anyway, yeah. So I don't think it's you. I think he's a little overwhelmed with what's going on just in general. But he does seem like he's very much a responsible person. And I think that he is, you know, building something, you know, whether it's, again, a little nest egg of savings, whether it's saving up for a trip, whether it's buying a house, an engagement ring, who knows? But I think he's saving or something like that. All right, so we're going to look at the cut card. This is the middle of the deck, and I'm going to show you first, okay? Ready? Boom. What is it? Knight of Swords. All right, so communication again. Okay, so I think things are going to be changing here soon. I think that, you know, the communication, feeling distant and all that, the communication is coming back. This is your distance. Remember? I said this is where he's feeling distant. And now we're a knight. And now we popped the bubble. We broke out of our little, you know, trap wherever we are. Can you see that? These are all swords. And he's stuck in there, right? And now he's free. And he's the knight. And he's like, yes, let's go. So, okay. So communication's going to come back. I don't think it has anything to do with you per se. Like, oh, I can't believe you did that. I'm mad at you, or I'm not going to talk to you, or I don't think it has to do with that. I really think it's about a balancing act. And I think that this person is probably looking for an opportunity once they realize that this is an issue. If it is, you know, maybe it'll just go away, or maybe you need to address it. I don't know how you might feel about it. But I do believe that they'll take this as, okay, I didn't realize I wasn't doing, what I needed to do. So now I'm going to make a change. Yay. All right. That looks good, my friend. Danielle, did you see my kitty? Yeah, that's Patches. If you guys follow me on YouTube, you know my kitty ran away a couple months ago. That's the one who ran away. Scared me up to death. I swear to God, I almost died. It was awful. 18 hours of hell, but she came back. Anyway, that was Patches. Well, thank you so much for your donation, honey, and thanks for letting me read for you. That was Elena. Let me get rid of that question there. Jane J. Let's go ahead and do a question for Jane J, who's up all night to see this show. No, I don't know why. All right. Will Nasib, the Sagittarius, come back to me again or call me, text me this month or not? He doesn't want me or not. He doesn't want me, think about me, left me forever. I'm Capricorn. Last week we separated. Okay, so let's see. We're going to use, I already know what I want. We're going to use the Deviant Moon. We're going to use the Deviant Moon because I like it. Okay, so this is Nasib. Okay, Nasib and Jane J. All right, what's going on? Okay, let's see. Let's see. Whoa, I almost spilled my coffee. Man, I wish my glasses wouldn't have such a glare. Is it that bad? You guys care? I don't know, but I can see better. I gotta see. Definitely see better with my glasses. All right, so now Nasib. I just want to make sure I'm pronouncing it right. See, I can't see the screen when I have my glasses on. It's like off on. Next text you or call you this month. Okay, so let us see. Let's see. We start off with our Ace of Wands, Jane. This is our energy card. The Ace of Wands is looking for an opportunity to grow. I do think you're going to get some communication. Is this somebody you work with? The reason I ask is we've got a lot of Pentacles going on down here. I'll show you in a second. But that's why I ask. If not, it doesn't have to be, but it might be. So I'm going to say, and I'll explain why I say this, but I am going to say that I think you will get contact. The Ace of Wands talks about a new opportunity to kind of grow. Okay, he is not your workmate. Okay, I just asked because I had a lot of Pentacles. Doesn't mean that it has to be work, but, I got some ideas. Let me get to it in a second. So the Ace of Wands talks about an opportunity to grow something, wanting to start something, want to make something happen. This is a really good energy for starting a relationship, obviously. I don't think it's that anybody doesn't want you around. I think that you are being thinking of it in a little bit of a dramatic fashion. Look at her. Whoa, woo. I can't do it. Woo. She's falling on these swords. Oh my goodness. And what's the matter? Come here. Come say hi. Okay, my dog. I got 2 dogs, 2 cats. And I made the 3. I don't know why I did that. Hi, Belle. All right. What was I saying? Oh, so I'm not saying that it's not correct what you're seeing or feeling. I'm not saying that at all. Don't misinterpret that. But I think you're blowing it up bigger than that, maybe than your mind, in terms of not what happened or what is happening, but in terms of what's going to happen. Like you're already going like worst case scenario, right? I hate to do this to you, but for 1 second, I got to let my dog out. Okay, 1 second. And it is 4:34 here, my time. We're going to go for another 15 minutes, okay? Be right back. You guys want to go out? I'm sorry. Oh, no. Sorry. My dog had to go out. Okay, sorry, Jane. You're probably like, my God, I just want to go to bed. I'm sorry. I had to, though. What am I going to do? All right, so back to this. So I think you're blowing it up. And why do I say that? Because look at this. We've got our 6 and our 7 of Pentacles right in a row. 6, 7. Sequence means that this is moving in together or forward in lockstep, like a gear. 6 and a 7. It goes right on, right? Obviously, it's sequential. So our 6 talks about, I'm out of breath from that. Wow. All right. Our 6 talks about, it's kind of like a giving and receiving. This to me, now, if it were swords, I'd be like, they're giving you some communication coming. It's like black and white. But this is not swords. This is Pentacles. So what this tells me is that they're giving you time. Pentacles is all about our physical world. So time is included. You are going to be talking to this person again. They did not forget about you. They might even be having, maybe something's going on that they don't have time right now, which sounds kind of crappy to say, I don't have time, but maybe there's stuff going on in their life. That's why we've got Pentacles here, right? And a sequence. This one tells me that you need to wait a minute. You need to wait a minute. This is, and now look at how cool this deck is, right? Can you see this now? This little weird little deviant moon dude has his wand or whatever stick, and look at the blood. Now, what does that symbolize? Now, well, blood is blood, but think about your situation. Here you're upset. Where am I? Here you are. You're upset. That's the little stab of blood, like, what's going on? But little do you realize all these pentacles that are coming right there, all the time that's coming, the time that you'll spend together, the time that you'll be able to, develop a, go out, whatever it is that you're doing. I'm going to pull an outcome, Jane, but I'm thinking yes. I think you will speak to this person, will come back to you, I should say. This month is what we were looking at when we shuffled and everything like that. He's not out of the picture. Absolutely not. Not out of the picture. You might have to wait a little bit, though, and you need to get out of your head. Don't be dramatic, right? So let's do an outcome. All right, this is our cut card. So this is the middle of the deck, and I'm going to show you first. Ready? Go. What is it? 3 of Cups. It's going to be fine, Jane. It's going to be fine. You've got the 3 of Cups. This is all about celebrating kind of like a new endeavor of the heart. Not only are you not out of the picture yet, I think that you're going to get back together, and it's going to be almost like a whole new breath of fresh air. This is somebody who is celebrating, like I said, a new endeavor of the heart. It often can include kind of a social component. So, maybe that means hanging out with friends. Maybe that gets introduced to the family, that kind of a thing, something like that. But either way, it is definitely about a new endeavor of the heart. Yay, Jane! I think it's going to be fine. You got to have patience and don't be dramatic. Don't be dramatic. You can do it. All right. Thanks, Jane. Thank you so much for all you do in the chat there, too. And go to bed. Get some sleep. Thank you. Our beautiful moderator, Jane J, is going to be checking out. So please, guys, make sure that you write donated. Jane keeps me organized in the chat there. And since she's leaving, I'll have to kind of check. So please write donated. All right. Jane says, I think he deleted my number. He didn't delete it. He might want you to think he deleted it. He didn't delete it. No. You're welcome, Jane. All right. Nemo, hello. How are you? You feeling it now, Mr. Krabs? I love it. What a funny name. Hello. All right. Well, we have a donation from Cake Robinson. I'm so glad you're here. Cake, what do you think of the new angle that you can actually see a person as opposed to my hands. Trying it out, trying something new, just so you know I actually have a face and a body, not just hands, like floating hands. Like, have you seen The Addams Family? It's an old show here in the US. You might not have, I won't go into it, but there was a hand that walked around. So it made me think of it. All right, so Kate, what is your question, honey? Thank you so much for your donation. I'm good, Nima. I'm good, thank you. And let's see, I'm waiting just to see cakes. Let me see, maybe you already did write it and I just missed it. Did I miss it? I'm going to have to let my dog in a second. He's not asking yet, but as soon as he does, I will have to get up again. I'm so sorry. But that's what happens when you work from home, right? I don't see it, honey. All right, so Cake Robinson. I don't see it. I see you. Well, I don't see you, but I see you talking. You feeling it now, Mr. Krabs? You say, I have no money and I need guidance desperately. Oh, no. What is going on with you? Oh, no. All right, well, hang out. We'll see what we can do. I'm looking now, though, for Cake Robinson because Cake donated. Donations do come first, so I do have to do those first because, obviously, if you donated, you'd be like, hey, man, what do I get for that? You get to go first. That's what you get. So I do have to do that first. But then, and we're going to go about another 10 minutes now. It's 4:42 here. So we're going to go about another 10 minutes and then we're going to wrap it up, okay? Kate Robinson. Here we go. You're welcome. You feeling it? You feeling it now, Mr. Krabs? All right. So let's see. Where am I? Oh, here we go. Okay. I was like, where did it go? Where is Michael and my connection headed right now? Are you kidding me? This is the coolest thing because this is the second question that I got about a connection. And I don't know if you saw my upload today. I literally did a pick a card on where's this connection going. Literally says that. See, I was thinking about you and I didn't even know I was. But let's do a personal reading though for you. This is specifically for you, Cake. All right, so what is going on, Michael? Okay, so Michael, let's use today's journey. Today's journey, I don't use this one lately. I used to use it all the time, and then I kind of got like, meh. All right, so, okay, where's the connection with Michael? Cake Robinson, Cake and Michael. All right, well, I saw one flipped, so I am going to keep it. We got a flyer. All right, we got the flyer, and it is a 3 of air, which is the 3 of swords. Let's set that down there, and I'm going to set out the rest. We're going to go energy, and we're going to do 2 more for our spread. Okay, so where is this connection headed? Oh, boy, this is going very well. Oh, my goodness. Oh, it's going well, Cake. Okay, let me show you what I've got. All right, so remember, this was the flyer. So this was our energy card, the 3 of air. I think, I wish you could just like, oh, the dog just barked. I wish you could see this because now this is when I like my hands so you can see the cards better. But what's going on? Right now, it kind of seems like you might be feeling or you're about to be feeling like, hey, man, what's going on? Or you're not as attentive as I would like you to be, or you're not giving me that confirmation, like that verbal, confirmation of our feelings or whatever. But that's the energy. So that's kind of maybe how you're feeling now, or you will be feeling in the near, short term. But once you tell this person how it is that you want to communicate, what it is you need, this is about being open and honest. This is about having open and honest communication. I can't think of another way to say it. You have to be open with Michael. You have to also make sure that you are being truthful, meaning, sometimes it's awkward to say stuff like, well, let me tell you what I need in a relationship. Obviously that's kind of weird and awkward, but, it's important that people do know. If we don't communicate, people aren't mind readers, so they can't be like, oh, so you need to have open and honest communication, because you're maybe going to be feeling, or maybe are feeling like, hey, what's going on? It's not all coming together. But this relationship has awesome potential. We have our 3 of water, which is cups, and we have our 10 of water, which is also cups. Cups is the love, emotion, feelings, that kind of a thing. The 3 talks about celebrating a new endeavor of the heart. This talks about really kind of coming together and celebrating. It often involves a social component. So people are happy for you, or people are engaged in the happiness with you. Maybe you have a group setting, I don't know, but or maybe it's family, who knows, but people are going to be happy about you guys being together. And that is awesome. Again, it's all about having that honesty, because if you don't, and you're not on the same page, that's where you're feeling like left out. You're feeling like you don't understand me. You're not communicating properly. That's because they don't know how to communicate, or how you like to be communicating with or communicated with. Hey, check out, oh God, I did it a while ago. It's probably really embarrassing. Now I'll have to go look at it, but check out my playlists. I have one called Relationship Warriors, a playlist. And there's only a few videos in there because I kind of gave up on the project, but one of them is called Love Languages. And there are timestamps and chapters, so you don't have to watch the whole video. But, go see our love languages. I won't go into it here because that's not what we're doing. But, the way we say things, the way I receive love or communicate love or give love may be different than the way this person does. And we're not speaking each other's language, unless you understand their love language. And you say, okay, well, I don't understand it, meaning that's not me, but now I know how you need to hear it. Does that make sense? Go check it out. Love languages. Now, dun, 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 this is the good one. This is 10 of water, 10 of cups, love, emotion. This is where it's going. The 10, this is completion. Think about it. It starts ace and it ends with a 10. And then, of course, we have our court cards and things, but ace is the beginning. 10 is the end. And this is the end, the goal. That's the better word to say, the goal. So this is where your person is wanting to get to that point of a happy family. This is that feel-good spot. It does have a family component to it. So the intentions are very good. Intentions are very good. But I do see you're going to need to communicate. Check out that love languages thing if you want to. You don't have to, but obviously. But, it might help you. And I think that that's what's going on. You need to be very open. And, let's pull an outcome. All right, cut card. This is the outcome of the energy, or energy of the outcome, or it might be a different message, a new message too. Additional. Ready? Boom. What is it? 5 of Earth. Okay, 5 of Pentacles. All right, so 5 of Pentacles talks about, it's kind of about crying over spilled milk. It's like, I'm upset over what I don't have, and because I'm only focused on what I don't have, I don't see what I do have. You see what I'm saying? So you, again, remember what our starting energy was, the 3 of air. We're like, oh, this isn't going the way I expected it to go. I'm not getting the communication that I wanted to get. I say that because it's swords. And then here our outcome energy is saying, I'm upset about what I don't have, but I'm not seeing what I do have. Remember what I said earlier, the tarot cards read the energy of the moment. If nothing changes from this point, this is what the likely outcome would be, right? Well, at this point, you have not had that conversation about how you like to talk or communicate, or however you naturally want to bring that up, have a heart to heart or something. And so by not doing that, that leaves you only focused on what you're not getting instead of what you are. But guess what? If you pull out your Queen of Swords power and you go in there and you say, I mean, this doesn't mean you got to be a bitch or anything. It just means you're going to be like, hey, you know what? I really would love it if you would da 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 da, you know, whatever. Whatever you want to say, whatever comes naturally, and you know, all that. But if you don't, then that's going to leave you always feeling incomplete, like you don't have everything you want. You have a couple things maybe, but you're always focused on and chasing that ghost, you know, like, oh, I don't have this, oh, I don't have this. And it could be something as simple as just figuring out how to communicate with each other or how to tell each other what your needs are. But your person is definitely interested in you, definitely would enjoy some social interaction, definitely has good intentions with our 10 of swords, or I mean cups, and has good intentions. So, yeah. What do you think? What do you think? Thank you so much for your donation. That was a good one. I get talking sometimes, and I realize sometimes I ramble, so I'm sorry. But like the thoughts are coming in so fast, sometimes faster than I can talk. So I'm blah, blah, blah. All right, my friends. So let us see what we've got up next. Thank you so much again for that donation. Don't forget, if you guys donate, please write donated. However, I am wrapping it up here pretty soon. So if you do want to donate, you might want to do it because I'm gonna shut it down in a second. All right. How you feeling it now, Mr. Krabs? How are you? I am 18. My name is Caitlin. No way. That's my daughter's name, spelled the exact same way with a Y. This is from 2014. So, oh my God, 7 years ago. Here's my daughter and me. We were at a wedding. I have dark hair here. And you know how sometimes if you've ever been to an event and they have those photo booths where you go in and you put on goofy stuff and take your pictures? That's my daughter. So this was 6 years. She's 25. So this was when she was 19. And there's me. Look at me with dark hair. What? Okay. That's not important now, but your question is. So let's get to your question. I heard my dog barking. I might have to go let my dog in, honey. So don't be upset, but I might have to. So, okay. I am 18. My name is Caitlin, and I'm about to be homeless in 4 days. I'm wondering what I should do because my twin flame says we're not meant to be, and I felt a deep connection to him ever since we met. Did you guys live together? And is that why you're going to be homeless? Why are you going to be homeless, honey? Let's take a look at what we got. I want to use, where is it? Here. I want to use the Deviant Moon. This seems like a Pentacles kind of situation, and this deck reminds me of Pentacles. Excuse me. Okay. Let's see. What are you saying here? There is more to my question. Oh, did I miss something, honey? I'm so sorry. Oh, there's a lot more. I'm sorry. I didn't see it. Okay. So you have no job and your lease is up in 4 days, no family in St. Louis. I was wondering if I should stay here and wait for him or should I go to Florida to my family where it is abusive and money struggles. I felt like we were fated and cosmic connection, and I don't know if he feels it. Sorry, that's my other dog, the one that's not outside. Bella, come here. Okay, I lost my train of thought here. Bella, come on, honey, you're making me not know what I'm saying. Okay, I think somebody's here, guys. I felt like we were fated in cosmic connection. Okay, so there you go. I got it all now. Okay, let's see. Oh, come on, man, I'm busy. Somebody's probably walking their dog, and my dog thinks they better alert me to this horrible, terrible, dastardly person. Okay. All right. So 4 days. So he, the lease is with him or no? You guys living together? You guys living together? Let's put that back up. All right. So you're wondering, should you go to Florida with the abusive family, or should you stay with, dude, my dog needs to come in. I'm so sorry. See why I have a hard time, guys? I don't know, you guys follow me. But I was doing a daily live show and everything kept getting in the way. You know, I just have so much that I can only pop up when I can. So 1 second, honey. I'm going to read the cards. Just give me 1 second. Okay. Vicky, thank you for making me fall. All right, guys. So now for my puppies coming in. One for Bella. Can you see Bella? There you go. Come here, Diogi. Here comes Diogi. He's a Rottweiler. He's big. He's like 163 pounds. Big boy. Okay. So sorry. It's hard when you work from home, huh? Okay. So no job. Your lease is up. You did live together, but now I'm by myself here in the apartment. Lease is in his name. He lives with his mom. He's been gone for almost 2 weeks. Lease is in his name. He left 2 weeks. Okay. You guys talk? Do you have mutual things? Like, do you have mutual, well, do you have children or you have pets? You know, that's obviously a bigger deal. But I mean, do you have like the furniture? Do you have to like split it all up? Stuff like, are you it's kind of like being anchored to somebody. Okay, well, let's just see what we get. All right, Caitlin, love your name. All right, 4 days, man. Okay, go to Florida or stay and wait for dude. Stay and wait for dude or Florida in the abusive family. God, I'm sorry. And you're like between a rock and a hard place, you know? It sounds like both, you know, are tricky. So let's see what we've got. All right, guys, let's see. This is going to be my last question, guys. I'm going to go ahead. I have to sign off. As you see, my dogs are getting antsy because they want me to feed them, I'm sure. So this is going to be my last question. You feeling it, Mr. Krabs? This is my last question, and the rest I'll be back on, and I'd love it if you come back and see me. If you have to head out, I totally understand. Please make sure you hit subscribe on your way out. If you'd like to hang out, we always have fun. So we're going to have fun doing Mr. Krabs. Mr. Krabs. Okay. So what energy we've got? We've got to see what we're supposed to do. And we might need to pull a couple more cards. All right. Well, we've got... This energy is all about being recognized. It's about recognition. It's about saying, it's about saying victory. That's the word, victory. It's a victory card. Yeah. All right. So we've got victory. So I think this is saying whatever you do decide, it is going to be okay. So, gives you some confidence, I guess, in what your decision is going to be ultimately. And let me just say this, honey, you make your decision based on your own best judgment. This is like for insight and all that, yes, but you know best. Don't make a decision based on tarot. Okay, you do it your best. I can't say that enough. This is a lot of insight, but at the same time, you know what's up. All right, so we've got the victory. We've got that recognition, right? That's our energy that's kind of surrounding the question. So you will be successful in what you do. Your boyfriend, here's you guys. Whatever it is that you're fighting over, I'm not sure. And it really doesn't matter. It was, this is kind of where you're butting heads. You're not on the same page. You're just not on the same page for what, I mean, obviously you're not together. So whatever that was, it's caused a lot of upheaval. And upheaval's okay when we don't give into it. Sometimes upheaval is how we grow, though. Do you see what I'm saying? It's through the contrast of positive to negative that we learn what we like and what we don't like and how we grow and things like that. So it's not necessarily a bad thing, but here, I think somebody is just not seeing the whole picture. I think somebody is just not seeing what is good. Look at this card. When you told me that your family is abusive in Florida, what does that look like? I mean, remember, guys, the cards are symbolism. It's all about symbolism. And when you've told me that, and so look at what we're seeing here. I mean, it almost looks like an abusive family, you know, the mom and then the kid, and you know, at least to me it does. But that's not the point. The point is that you've got that going on. You could be going to Florida, like you said, but you're kind of hesitant on that. This is saying don't throw it all away right away. You know, we've got our Hanged Man, and the Hanged Man says to look at things a little differently. It means things are going to take a different direction. Who lives here, around here for you? Could you go stay with somebody? You know, this has to play out. The lease is in his name. So, you know, you're kind of stuck on that unless he wants to renew the lease. But I have to ask you this. Most apartments or town, whatever you're renting, you have to give them notice. You know, you have to say, am I renewing my lease? Like 30 days, 2 months, 3 months, I don't know what it is. But they do ask, and they ask not on the last day, are you renewing? It has to be at least, 30 days. Did he not renew? Was he never going to renew? Were you always going to go move somewhere else? What is the deal on that? Is it really about something else? Is it about money? So that's why he wanted to go to mom's, so that he could save some money, and he's blaming it on you. I see bickering. I see bickering. You need to look at something different. You need to look at it in a different way, because our Hanged Man is saying that in order to be victorious, you need to see things differently. I think you are arguing. Obviously, you've told me that, so clearly I know it because you said that. But this card also indicates that. Do you see it? You can totally tell. And this is like saying, I'm throwing it out, I'm throwing everything out. Have you ever heard the saying, don't throw the baby out with the bathwater? You got your little tub here, dirty water, because you washed the baby, and you want to throw the dirty water out, right? So whoosh, but you didn't take the baby out, so now there's the baby. You don't want to do that figuratively, right? With this situation. I think things are going to change with boyfriend. Let us see what the cut card is, because this is our outcome energy. Let me see what we've got. All right, middle of the deck. Ready? I'm going to show you first. Ready? Go. What is it? All right. So again, this is, things are going to change. This is our Four of Cups. So this is kind of about being bored. I think your person is just going through a slump right now where they're feeling like, how old? I guess I shouldn't ask. That's not right to say. How old is he? But this is somebody who's not really wanting the responsibility. I think it's more about the responsibility of the apartment that's the problem. And instead, he has maybe he even doesn't even realize that that's what it is, but he's twisted it around and put it on you as something you did. Haven't you ever heard, like, when people fight about things, sometimes it's not about the thing you're fighting about, it's about something else, but that was just the last straw, or the thing I can use as my excuse. Like you get mad at somebody because, oh, you left that tarot card in that thing, and it's not even really about that. I'm really mad because you and I haven't been communicating lately, or you see what I'm saying? So I think something's not good. It's not as it seems. And I think that your boyfriend there is going to see things differently. But where do you go? That's the part that I'm concerned about. I don't like it that suddenly this leash is up, and let me see what you're saying. I'm so sorry. I can't read it while I'm reading the cards. I could get a private room here for $6, but I don't have that. And I was trying to get assistant. Oh, for $600, sorry. Wait a minute. We weren't going to renew. There we go. We weren't going to renew. We've been on and off, and it's been 2 months that we've been broken up, but we were living together. He's 23. I was out of a job, and then he has been supporting me the past 5 months. That's exactly what it is, honey. He's upset about that. That's what it is. That's what it is. I'm telling you, from what I'm seeing here in the cards, but also because I have a degree in psychology, I have also been a life coach. I was a therapist, and I'm 51 years old, and I've lived a lot. So I'm going to tell you that's what it is. That's exactly what it is, hon. You can't go back in time. Hey, sorry. That's what partners do. They support each other when they need the help. So I'm not saying you did anything wrong, but what I am saying is that must have been overwhelming for him. And now you don't have a job still, so he doesn't want to renew the lease because then he's going to be having to pay for everything, right? Doesn't want to do that. He doesn't want to do that. So that's where it is, really, it is. You said you're going to pay everything back. I see you're saying that, which is great, and you should. You should. Even if you never want to talk to him again, you should pay him back. Karma is a real thing, and we always pay our debts, right? We always pay our debts. What I would suggest, he has another woman right now, honey, and he has seizures. All right. Well, I do think he's going to see something differently about you. If he's got another woman, though, he is distracted with that. He's living at home with mom, so he doesn't have to worry about his bills. So he is doing his own thing. 23. My son is 23. My daughter is 25. So I can and I used to be at one point in my life, I was 23. So I know how this goes. You guys are adults, obviously, and you're mature enough and all that. I'm not trying to be insulting, but I know just based on what you're telling me that he wants it easy right now. That's what he wants. So now he's with this other girl, wants it easy breezy. It's fun. It's great times. It's awesome sex, whatever it is. But he just wants to have fun, I think. That's what this guy's here for. That's why this one was here. It was telling us that things, he's just kind of bored with stuff. Remember I said he's kind of like, meh. Well, I think that's about the other person. I didn't know there was another person in there. And I will say this is the other person then. He's going to get bored of them. But what do you do in the meantime? You know what you do, honey? You think about yourself. You focus on yourself. You go out there and you get some help. You get a job. You get $600, a private room. Who would have that? That's probably a week or something ridiculous at a hotel. I know, sometimes there's solutions that we don't want, but what about your Florida connection? If you could go there and at least have somebody abusive, I understand. Now, if they're physically abusing you, that's a big no. You don't want somebody to obviously physically abuse you. Mental abuse is the same way, but is there a way that you could go, and until you can just get on your feet? See, but you got to keep your foot on the gas. That's the thing, because if you don't have a job, you can't get your foot on, you can't get out. You can't get in, you're on your feet, Either way, no matter which place you're in, you need to get on your feet. You got to focus on you. Screw the family, screw this guy. I'm not saying for real, you have to forget him. But right now, you should be laser focused on you. Yeah. So, which one is it? This didn't tell us which one, but it did say that you're going to be successful. So let's see. Let's see which one. I'm going to pull 2 cards for you, honey. This one is going to be for stay. This one is going to be for Florida. Okay? Stay. It's saying stay. You decide. Don't do this just because I'm telling you these cards say this, okay? Think this is just giving you something to consider. This is food for thought, okay? You understand? This is the here, and this is the Florida, right? You can even just, without knowing what these cards are, you can see that this one isn't looking so awesome, is it? No, this is talking, I mean, look at him. He's eating swords, for God's sakes, right? That's Florida. Here, this is the 9 of Pentacles. The 9 of Pentacles, I had to write one thing on this card to remember what it means. I would literally write success. This is also Pentacles, which we had a couple other Pentacles here. That is the suit of home, health, money, all those things. You need to look into it, what you need to do. You need to figure it out. I'm not sure, what resources you have available to you, but you need to focus on you. It's all going to come together. Your dude is going to get bored of Chickadee, the other girl, and he's also going to start getting bored of living at home with mommy, right? I hope that helped, honey. Good luck. Good luck. Stay safe. All right, my friends. Well, we are going to sign off. I want to thank you so much. You feeling it now, Mr. Krebs? Do I do reversals? I do, but not often. I don't know why. I just kind of got annoyed. My intuition sometimes can tell me when it's reversed. It literally just says do it the opposite or whatever. You literally have to twist and turn to make them go in and out the other way. Otherwise, your deck's just going to always be straight up. So I feel like it's forced sometimes. So I kind of didn't like that. I wanted my intuition to come in. And so right now I do not. But that doesn't mean I won't. It doesn't mean it might not change. It might not change. Maybe my next reading I will use it. I don't know. I'm a interesting enigma. You're welcome, honey. I'm glad that it worked, that it made sense and that you enjoyed it. And I hope it's helpful. Please be careful. All right, my friends, we are going to wrap it up. I am so glad you guys were all able to come. Thank you to everyone who donated. If you haven't already, please hit subscribe. It'll really help me out. And I never want you to miss anything. This live stream is a surprise. So I upload every day. I do pick-a cards and timeless messages, things like that. So check that out. And hit the bell so that when I pop up live like this, you can join in. And plus, it will really help me, like I said. All right, my friends, thank you so much. I'll see you again soon. And drop me a comment. If there's anything you'd like to hear about in my pick-a-cards or a topic, drop me a comment. Let me know, and I'll take care of it. All right, thank you.